Hi, Assalamualaikum. This is teacher Adawiyah. Okay, now we have English. Okay, so you have to get your English learner's book, page 35. Okay, we're going to continue from our last lesson. Last time we answered this question inside our English practice book, the green book with pink sticker. Remember, you did this. What does equipment mean? Okay, equipment means things you need to make the experiment. Number 2, what should you never do? Okay, what should you never do? Never play with heat or cleaning chemicals. Okay, number 3, why do you need a notebook? Okay, you need a notebook because so you can draw or write what happens. Okay, you can begin to make up your own experiments too in the notebook. Okay, some people, they have ideas, they have inspiration. Okay, sometimes they are creative at the timing at their own pace, so they need the notebook to write their ideas in. Okay, number 4, what should you always do? There's a lot of instruction here saying that always tidy up. This one, always tidy up. Okay, the rest they don't put always, but they are all asking you to do something. For example, read, check, wash, keep, and tidy up. Okay, those are the words that give you instruction. Okay, basically this whole poster is talking to you. Okay, it's talking to you. They don't have a speech mark because it's not a story. So this poster itself is talking directly to the person who is reading it. Alright, now let's move on to C here. Follow these instructions. Okay, so this is basically an instruction as well. Follow, read, reread. Okay, these are all instructions. Okay, so let's see number 1. Number 1, write the missing word from the sentence. Read the experiment so what? So you understand it. That's what I was trying to tell you. This poster is basically talking to you. Okay, alright, now number 2, count the syllables in the word equipment. Okay, you know, we learned before how to count syllables. You have to say the word, then you can guess how many syllables in one word. For example, equipment here. Okay, equipment, equipment, equipment. How many syllables? 3 syllables. Okay, equipment. Alright, now, okay, what we are learning today is punctuation. Write these sentences with the correct punctuation. Okay, alright, so punctuation basically the one that we learned last 2 weeks. Okay, about speech mark, about question mark, about exclamation mark, about a period, about a comma. Okay, so in this poster, see, they have a lot of punctuation. Do you know that the first letter in every sentence has to be capital, right? It has to be big letter. This is part of punctuation. Your punctuation must be correct if you want to write a correct sentence. Okay, right, now let's take a look at this one. Be safe. Okay, see, without punctuation, this means nothing. It looks so empty. Everybody can write this. But if you put punctuation, okay, so be safe is right here. Where is it? Okay, here. Be safe, right? Is there any difference between be safe or be safe? Okay, when you put exclamation mark, meaning it has to be highlighted, it has to be read with loud and clear. Be safe. Okay, meaning this is very important. Putting exclamation mark means it's very important and urgent. Okay, and then don't forget the B has to be capital letters. Okay, alright, I will write here so that you get a clearer picture. Okay, number 1 is be safe. Okay, the answer should be big letter, putting exclamation mark at the end. Be safe, be safe. Alright, okay, number 2. Now, number 2 is, do you need a special goggles to keep your eyes safe? Okay, this one also doesn't have any punctuation. I will write it down here. Do you? Obviously, this is like asking a question. So, do you ask a question with a simple tone, or just write, do you need special goggles to keep your eyes safe? Is it like that? No, you have to ask with a question mark at the back. Okay. To keep eyes safe. Okay, see, if you read it without the punctuation mark, it will be like, do you need special goggles to keep your eyes safe? It will be just like robot. Are you a robot? No, we are all human. We need punctuation to make our communication clearer. Okay, so how do you change this to the correct sentence? Okay, so this one you change to big letters. Okay, so meaning you are starting to give instruction or ask question, and then since this is question, you need to put what at the back? You need to put a question mark. Okay, so now instead of saying, do you need special goggles to keep your eyes safe, we have to say it, do you need special goggles to keep your eyes safe? Alright, does it sound a question to you? Yes, it does. Alright, okay, now let's do number 3. Wash. Okay, says here, wash your hands when you have finished. Wash your hands. Sorry, I write it with the correct one because I get used to it. So you have to get used to it. Okay, now this is a very simple sentence, simple instruction. So if without with the punctuation, you will read like, wash your hands when you have finished. You don't know when to stop, right? Because we don't put exclamation mark, we don't put question mark, but instead we put a period. Okay, this means period. Same other words you can say as full stop. Okay, period, aka full stop. Okay, right now, first letter should be W, a big W. Always put the first letter as big letters. Okay, that's how you make a correct sentence or instruction. Okay, alright, now I will give you another worksheet on this. So just check your class dojo, and then I want you to return the same picture of the worksheet but with the correct answer. You can either screenshot and then write it with an app inside your phone, or you can print it out, write it down the answer, and just snap a photo and give it to me. Okay, either way, as long as I know you answered and you're done. So send it back to me, the question, the answers. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one. Sorry, I might not have the best office in the world, but as long as I can deliver you this lesson, it will be just fine. Alright, now let's go to D. Reread How to Be a Scientist poster. Okay, this is the poster. Remember, the poster talks directly to you. Okay, now read the language focus box. This is the language focus box. Okay, which of these features of instruction can you spot in the poster? Now let's take a look. Features of instructions. Okay, number 1, bullet number 1. They often have a title which begins how to. Is it there? How to? Yes, it's correct. How to be a scientist. Okay, now how to be a scientist. So number 1, tick. Number 2, they may give us steps, rules or tips to follow. Okay, so here we don't have a step, we don't have 1, 2, 3, it's just bullet instruction, but they give us a lot of the do's and don'ts. Those are what we call as rules. Okay, the do's and don't. Yes, what? Okay, never, keep. Those are the rules. Alright, number 2, tick. Number 3, they may be bulleted to make it easy for us to read. See, if it's not a step by step, number 1, number 2, they will make it as bullet. This is what we call as a bullet. Okay, the bullet that you know might be in a gun or a pistol in a game, but this bullet also function as the tool for you to read it easier. Okay, to read a poster easier, so you put bullet here. Okay, sometimes I also write the dash dash dash. Okay, because it's not step by step, so it's just notes. Okay, right now number 3, tick. Number 4, they may have some pictures or photos. Okay, if a poster doesn't have any picture, any photo, any cartoon, any clip art, do you want to read the poster? I don't think so. Do you know why we need a photo in a poster? It will make it more interesting. See how a photo of a boy wearing a goggle,